Hello, this is our sales and purchase software using Excel VBA. Let's open this folder. In this folder, you can see the uh, sales and purchase software Excel enabled workbook is there. In the same folder, you have to keep two different folders to serve the sales invoice in the PDF, also as Excel invoices. So exactly you have to rename like this: edit invoice and invoice PDF. uh, you have to create two folders where you are going to keep this Excel project. So let's open this sales and purchase Excel VBA software. When you open this, you have to enable the content. After that, immediately the Excel file will be uh, hidden. And now we can minimize this folder. Excel file will be hidden. Then the login user form will be visible. So we can type the username password. Here we gave multiple username and password. Each staff can be signed in based on the requirement. Login, clear, exit buttons are there. After login to there, you can see the menu will be here: sales, purchase, summary VAT, based on the requirement, and the day book entries we can enter here. Each bank accounts and cash accounts, what we want we can enter in the day book, and the opening stock we can enter the details, and the customer database and the name list, cash, the supplier stock IDs, and other details we can enter into the name list. Also login details we can see who are entering into this software. And when we click the Excel command button, we can see the Excel file. Only in this command button we can see the Excel file. When we click the exit button, it will close. Everything will be saved and closed. First of all, we will come from the bottom. Login details, you can see. Now I log into this user form. So that one 2 days before I log in this one. Now I log in this one. So my name, that is from the computer name, and the login time and date here. Here exit and menu button. We can move to the menu. The next one we will see the customer. Here we can enter each customer details. Here we can add, update, reset, menu, and exit. Let me add one of the customer. Let's say customer 1. Okay, press the tab key, move to the address. We can type any address, a long address we can type. If it is big address, in the Excel sheet it will come in many lines. In the particular one cell it been alt enter like that way. So press tab key, we can type the text number and the contact number. Okay, now we will add this. Okay, added message will come. After that, enter or click OK. The first customer details is entered. So likewise we can enter each customer details. If you want to update this customer details, you have to select that particular one. After selecting that, you can enter into these text boxes. Which text boxes you are filling, those things, those details will be updated. If you kept this empty, that will not be updated. For example, if you are going to update this address, if you can select, you have to definitely select this line. Then in the text box you can type something, the new address, then you can click update. Yes, it is updated. Click OK. You can see addresses updated. Likewise we can update anything. The first number is customer number 1, then customer number 2 is automatically there. So okay, one by one you can add. Now we will move to menu. Next one we will see the name list. Also here we can add supplier details. Okay, cursor in this text box, supplier 1, add supplier 2, add, right? Likewise supplier 3 add. If you want to update something, we have to select that supply name. The supply 2 is selected. After that, in this text box, we are going to name this to supplier 222. Now we are going to update. Before updating that, which one we are going to update, we have to select that line. If this line, update. Okay, it is updated. Click OK. You can see it is updated. Likewise, we can update the details which we are going to get in the day book. Likewise, here also update. Bank names already, all banks are updated here. You don't need to change this bank. This is in the order. Now, at the moment, we have only these 6 banks, so it is fine. Now we can move to menu. Now we will see the opening stock. Same as the customer details entering. We can add, update, reset, exit menu. Also print button is here. Here we can add. First, here we can select the date. Current date will be here. We can select the date from this calendar as well. After selecting the date, that will be printed here. After closing this, the pick date will be printed in this text box. Okay. Then stock ID we can select from this drop down. And you can see there are multiple stock IDs. The total carats, the opening carats for this particular stock ID. We can type 50, press the tab key. Unit price we can type 120. Once you type the total carats and unit price, automatically total amount will be there. Remarks you can type something. Okay. Then you can add this one. Okay. Also same as you can update something. After selecting this line, what you're going to update except this number, another each things you can update. If there is anything that will be updated. If the date is not want to update, then you have to remove that one. Let's say we want 55. So what you have to do, you have to type the unit price as well. Okay, then total amount will be here. So all 3 things will be updated. Now we can update. Okay, you can see corrects 55, 120. The total amount also changed. Likewise, we can add opening stocks. The print option is there. When you click print, the all opening stocks will be printed. The printer setup will be here. Now we can print as PDF. If you're connected with printer, you can select the printer. Now we will print as PDF. Okay. Last to serve where to serve this. In the desktop, we can serve this. Let's say 111 serve. Now we can press Windows and D. Then user form will be minimized. You can see this feed. This is printed as PDF. The opening stock. Here we have opening stock. Only one data we have. Okay. Now we will pause. So we can delete this one. That PDF. Okay. Now what we will do, we can move to menu. Now the next one is the day book. Day book, we can see here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 banks and 3 new banks added here. Also totally actively there are 6 banks. So we can select one of the bank here. So the particular bank debit credit T account will be in the list box. You can see. Then we have to select credit or debit, which one we are going to enter. So after selecting the bank, definitely we have to select the credit or debit. You can select date here, what you want. Already current date was there. After that, what are the details? You can add details in the name list. I already showed that. So you can add the details there. Then in this drop down, the details will be here. Okay, after that you can add the amount. Then you can type some comments if you want. Now, this is into the credit in this particular bank. When we add this, that is added in the credit into the TFB bank. Okay, if you want to add in the debit, then select the debit. Also, in the same line, credit and debit, please keep the same month details. Once the month is ending, if the credit is October, then if the debit is going to be next month, then just put dash into the debit, then go to the next line. Also, you can print this. If you click print after selecting the bank, uh, if you click print, the particular credit and debit all details will be printed. Or if you type the year here, let's say 2023, after that, if you click print, the 2023 details only will be printed. If you select a month from this drop down, then let's say 2023 April month details will be printed after clicking print button. Okay, if you remove this year 2023, then only you selected one of the month. So from all years, April month details will be printed when you click print button. Now we will select one of another bank, UOB bank. So UOB bank list box. That's it is in this list box. Okay. Now we can move to menu. Yes. The next one is summary VAT sales and purchases here. First of all, we will see purchase. You can see when we come to the purchase menu, user form. Here purchase 0% VAT and 7% VAT. Details will be here. Let's say this is the number one, then invoice number one. Okay, so then from each invoice numbers you can update one by one also based on your requirement. Here you can pick date, purchase date. Here you can select the supplier. Here you can select the stock ID. Let's put some carats, 50 carats. Press the tab key. Unit price 100. You can see total amount 5,000 is here. 0 VAT is automatically there. Cursor is in the unit price. Now press the tab key. 0 and 7 only in the drop down 0% and 7%. So here let's change this to 7. You have to keep this as 0% or 7%. You can see in the VAT amount, and that is 350 because the VAT is 7%. If the VAT is 0%, VAT amount is 0. We will change this to 7. Okay, VAT amount 350. So total amount is 5,000 plus 350, 5,350. Terms we can select from this drop down. Here we'll select 60 terms. So after selecting the terms from the purchase date plus terms, date will be here. So commission percentage we can select from this drop down 0.75%. So commission amount will be here. So final amount is here. That is final amount is commission amount plus this total amount. Okay. So balance amount is equal to final amount because after paying to the supplier one by one, that will be reduced to 0. When it comes to the balance amount comes to the 0, this status will be comes to OK. Okay. So remark also we can type something here. Now all details entered. Now we will add this details. This is one of the purchase. Okay, you can see that is added here. If you want to update some lines, not like earlier, you have to type the invoice number here. Invoice number, you can see from this line, number is 1, invoice number is 1. So you have to type the number and the invoice number. Both you have to type. After typing that, what you're going to do, you have to click the view button. After clicking the view button, yes, you can see the all details came into these text boxes here. From number, invoice number, purchase date, supply, stock ID, carats, VAT amount, commission amount, all details came into the text box. So what you have to do before updating that, you have to type the number and the invoice number here, then click the view button. After that only you can update anything. After that only you can update. What you are going to update is you are going to update the payments received. You can select the bank, which bank the supplier give the check. So check number you can type for each payments, first payment, second payment, third payment, and fourth payment. You can type the payment amount and the date you can pick from the calendar. So in the first payment you will type here, in the second payment in this second column, likewise. So let's say one of the bank, check number, okay, here 5,000. Okay, now we will update this. Okay, you can see, scroll this to right, you can see the first payment, this bank, check number, payment amount 5,000, pay date this date. So scroll to left, you can see balance amount only remaining 390.13. So 5,000 totally paid. Likewise, if you paid the remaining 390 amount also, you can type one here, then one in the invoice number, because that one we are going to pay, right? Number and invoice number you have to put. Then click view button. All details came here. So you can see in the balance amount 39,130. So in the second payment we are giving one of the bank, check number, okay, balance 390.13. You can see when we type the 390.13, balance amount came to 0 and status came to paid. Okay, now select one of the date. Now we will click the update button. Yes. Okay, you can see now we paid everything. Now see in this purchase, in the second payment we paid everything. Here you can see balance amount is 0. Okay, done. Likewise, we can purchase things and we can update the payments which we are giving to the supplier. Likewise, we can print here. The print option, if we click print, everything will be printed, the all details. The filter options are here. Let's say if we are going to print a particular invoice number, tick this, let's say particular invoice number, if you are going to print, tick this checkbox, then type that particular invoice number. Let's say invoice number is here only one, invoice number 1, we added the data, so you can type 1, then the Excel table will be filtered. So let's say then if when we click print, particular invoice number only will be printed. Let's remove this, delete this, untick this checkbox. Let's say if you want to print all one of the particular supply details, tick this supply and select the particular supply. Let's say supply 1, if you want to print, tick this one and select supply 1. All particular supplier 1 details will be printed. Then if we want to print from supplier 1, then tick this supplier and select the supplier. Then from the particular supplier, if we want to print only 7% VAT details, then tick the VAT and select the 7%. Now click the print button. So the particular supplier 7% VAT details will be printed. So in the order you have to tick and select this data Based on that, it will be filled. Okay, then you can uncheck this. After printing, this will be unchecked automatically. Then if you want to print only pending details, take this status and click pending. You can now if you click print button, the pending details only will be printed. Okay. Okay, right. Or else you can reset. Let's see, that is ticked. Click reset button. Everything will be unchecked and this will be clear. Okay, so there are multiple filter options and you can print based on your account. You can filter and print. Uh, Before filter, you have to check these check boxes, respective check boxes, and select this. Also year, month also here. Okay, in the order you have to filter based on the order. This is purchased. Okay, and now here in the VAT 0% empty, the VAT 7%, you can see one of the details here because the purchase, this is 7%. If the purchase is VAT 0%, that will be copied here. Everything will be here. That particular details will be copied here. If that is 7%, the particular detail will be copied here. Okay. In the 0% VAT, 7% VAT also, we have the print. Everything we can print. Okay, and now we will go to the menu. Now we will move to the sales user form. Here you can see here we have invoice, invoice record, sales, but 0% sales, but 7% sales. First of all, what we are going to do, from the invoice, we have to raise the invoice. After that only, we have to record in the sales user form. Each invoices we have to separately record in the sales user form. In this from the sales user form only, we are going to follow up the payment processes. Okay, this is the invoice for the company. You can see add button, edit button is here. We can view the your old invoices, but we already raised. We can update the invoices as well. Reset menu and exit button is there. So after creating the invoice, we can click the save and print button. The invoice will be printed. The invoice record will be served. PDF and Excel invoice will be served in those particular folders, as I said earlier. So now we will raise an invoice. Invoice number 1. We can select the date from this calendar. Current date goes there by default. We can select the date if you want. We can select the customer. Now how many carats? 30 carats. Press the tab key, unit price 100, VAT 0% or 7%. You can select from drop down. Okay, you can type here 0 or 7. So 7%, 0%, like in this format, that will be there as per in this drop down. Okay, so automatically total is here. Total is including the VAT percentage. So stock ID for that particular sale. So for each line, each stock ID we can select. Okay, we can add, that is added into the invoice list box. You can see first line is added. Now we will add the second line in the particular invoice number 1, right? So carats here 50, 200. So for each invoice the VAT will be same, right? So in the first line, if it is 7%, always it will be same. So we can move to the stock ID directly. We can select another one of the stock ID. Okay, now we will add. Okay, 60, 500 directly to stock ID. Okay, right. Now we will add. Okay. Now if we click save and print button, the invoice will be created. Before creating the invoice, let's say And this is in the invoice number 1, sales date, customer. These are same data. Number 1, 2, 3, carats, unit price, VAT percentage, total, and stock ID. Okay. Before that, if you want to change this number line 2, we have to select that one. After selecting that, we are not going to change these details. We are going to change only carats, unit price, both details we have to change. So based on the VAT percentage will be there. So all 3%, all three things, carats, unit price, and total, we have to uh, retype. So carats, let's say from line 2, 50 was there. Let's say 55, we have to change. Unit price, let's say 200. If it is 200, we have to retype that. So if we type only, the total will become here. So don't change the VAT percentage. That is same. So you can see if the corrects or unit price, whatever we have to change, we have to type both of them. Then only total price only will be corrected. So after that, if you want to, you can change the stock ID. If you don't want, just keep that empty. The same stock ID will be there. Now what we can do, just ensure the which one we are going to edit, that line we have to select. After that, just click the edit button. Yes. Okay. It is saying it is edited. Now we can click OK. You can see the line to 55, 200. The total amount changed. Stock ID is remaining because we didn't change the stock ID. Now what we can do, so totally 8 lines we can add in one invoice. So 8 descriptions, not more than 8. So all details added. Now what we can do, click the save and print button. Okay, it is publishing. The PDF invoice is publishing. After publishing it, it will be open. You can see invoice is printed. Invoice date, invoice number 1, customer, and customer details will be here. This is the customer address. The customer takes that number from the customer database. Each 3 lines from this invoice. Total amount. This is 30 into 100, 3,000. So total will be here 44,000. The VAT is 0%. So total VAT amount this one. So this is including VAT total amount. Okay. Now if we want, we can print this. Just Control plus P. We can print. After that, what we are going to do, just we will minimize. You can see the invoice is created. The invoice number 2 we have to create for the second sale. Now what we are going to do, we can see invoice record, the second page. The invoice record, it is recorded. In the third page, sales sheet, we have to enter the details. So from that sales sheet here only, we are going to follow the payment processes. So we minimize that PDF file, right? Here, that is here. So here you can see from for the invoice number 1, what is the total amount. Here we are going to type the customer. We will select the customer, that particular customer, this one, customer 1, then stock ID. We will select the stock ID, one of the stock ID from that particular invoice. The first stock ID we will select. So it will not going to come into the summary details, but we will select one of the stock ID from that invoice, sales invoice. So total corrects what we are going to put here. The PDF invoice is here from that 145. So here we will type 145. Okay, unit price, we have to type this one, 303.45. 303.45. Okay, so that's what I said. Don't close this PDF, which automatically opened that invoice. When we click save and print button, this opened. So from this only we are going to create sales user form to follow the payment processes. So from this what we are going to copy the total carrots and total the average unit price. Then there is 7 percentage that we know we have to select that one definitely. Then that amount is will be here automatically. So total amount will be automatically. We have to select the terms and due date will be here. We can select the commission percentage. Commission amount will be here. Final amount, balance amount, everything will be here. Okay. So why we opened this? Why we kept this PDF opened? We have to copy this total carats and unit price. That is 145. We have to put here. That unit price 303.45. We have to put here. Thus, for that particular two details, we have to copy from here to here. That's why we have to keep that PDF open. Only we are going to get the total carats and unit price only. Other things will be come. Also, you can see what is the total amount here, 47,080. 47,080. So sometimes some decimal places will miss here. So you can adjust this after copying the total carats and unit price. Only you can see the total amount 47,080. So just we will remove this total amount 47,080. That is only it will come only in few cases only. Just two decimal small amount. Okay, that one we have to adjust. Only three things. Copy this one. Copy this one. In cases if the decimal place missing, just adjust because this came automatically. Just we can cross check from this total. This is including VAT. Including VAT. Okay. Now what we can do as per the purchase sales, same as we can click the add button. It is added. Okay. You can see it is added. Same as earlier, if you want to view some details, you can see this is number one, invoice number one. Click one here, click one here, then click the view button. Okay, that is will come into this text boxes. After that, you can add the bank details. Which one? The sec is there? Bank, check number. Here we have to type the bank. Here, check number. Then amount 47,000 something, yeah, 47,000. Then date you can pick from the calendar. Now we will update this. Okay, done. You can see it is updated. The first payment received. You can see 47,000 from this bank check number and total amount 47,000. So balance amount 386.02. So what we will do? Number one invoice, that is number one from this one. We don't want to select this line here because here we are going to view. So based on the number and invoice, we are going to view. Click view again. Right. It is in the text boxes. You can see first payment also added, received. In the second payment, invoice check number, remaining how much? Balance amount 386.02. 386.02. You can see pending change to paid because total amount added. Okay, pick the date. Now we can click the update button. Okay, you can see it is updated. Now you can see the status here. You can see here the status is paid, right? Same as purchase user form, here you can filter and print. If you click print button, everything will be printed. You can filter one of the details and select that customer. So after that, click print button. Based on the filter, it will be printed. So you have to click the check button and select that respective criteria. So multiple criteria you can check the text box checkbox and select the criteria, and you can print based on your requirement. So finally we can move to menu. Now we will move to the Excel. Click the Excel. Yes. Yeah, now we came into the Excel sheet by clicking that Excel command button. Here we can prepare some Excel pivot tables. After coming to the Excel, from this button also you can log into that user form if you want. Otherwise you can close and you can come again. Right, now we will exit here. Everything saved and closed. Okay, in the same folder you can see this is invoice PDF. One invoice we raised, so invoice PDF is here, that is saved here. You can see the same PDF invoice. Also you can see that edit invoice also, right? So we can relog this again. Okay, this is the sales purchase invoice system using Excel VBA. Thank you.